had a lot of apprehensions when I had my first polygraph.
Initially, I felt very nervous.
I wasn't sure how invasive it was going to be.
You know, you see the polygraph on TV.
Now, these aren't 100% accurate, right?
Unhook this already, please. I don't deserve this kind of shabby treatment.
My biggest fear would be that I would say something that would cause them to say, oh, we don't think she's the right person.
Do you understand?
Yes.
I thought I was going to be in the polygraph for like hours, like maybe even days.
I had a lot of weird ideas about what was going to happen.
They strap you in and it's this dark room and this light is on you.
Don't worry, you'll enjoy this.
I'd heard that they would tell you, we think you're lying. They would basically stop the polygraph, interrogate you.
Imagine it being like an electric chair or something like that, you know, and every time I said something that they didn't believe, that they were going to zap me.
I'm going to sit at home and ogle the ladies in the Victoria's Secret catalog. See his catalog.
I had heard from long time ago that they had asked some very strange questions, lifestyle questions.
If they ask me if I speed, I'm like failing this for sure.
I was a wreck when I went into my polygraph.
Everyone comes in hearing all sorts of stories, good stories, bad stories.
Most of the time they listen to information that is not correct, and they come in probably more nervous than most examiners would want them to be.
I think most people are nervous because they want to do well, but they don't really know what to expect.
People are always curious about what goes on in the polygraph and what does this do and what does this mean and why are you doing this. And
a person needs to understand exactly what they're getting into, why they're getting into it, and what exactly is going to happen. And that's what we as polygraph examiners are there for.
When a person first comes in for the test, many people are under the assumption that they're going to just have to sit down in a chair and be asked questions and answer them.
All of the polygraph examiners really try to make a person feel more at ease, just trying to talk to them and find out, you know, what they're thinking about, what they're worried about, and trying to make them feel more comfortable about it.
So feel free to have a seat in this chair. Great.
What I do at the beginning is I tell the person exactly what's going to happen.
Okay, well, I'm Heather. I'm going to be your polygraph examiner today.
They will know ahead of time everything that's going to happen before it happens. There will be no surprises.
Once they get into the polygraph room, we're going to take some time to go over the consent form, make sure they understand what they're signing, because that's very important, that they're not signing a document they don't fully understand. Basically what this states is that you voluntarily consent to take the exam, that your rights are protected by the Fifth Amendment and by the Privacy Act.
Which basically means we do not disseminate any of that information outside of official channels.
It doesn't go to family, friends, or anyone else.
We video monitor and we audio record interviews for both of our protection.
This is the microphone.
I want to make sure that I am capturing everything correctly that you said. It also allows you the comfort of knowing that I'm going to be a professional.
We start by talking about what the scope of the test will be, the different types of questions.
And the questions that I go over and define for you in the pre-test, they're not going to change. That's what I'm going to ask you for every test. So I want you to be able to say, okay, I know what's coming, so it's time to just go through and get through the test.
That question will be, have you engaged in espionage against the United States? And you're going to answer, no. Any concerns or questions about that?
None whatsoever.
We go through their forms with them. We go over the instrumentation, how everything works, what the process will be. The blue cuff over there you've seen a dozen times, and that just records heart rate and blood flow. Okay. We do a practice test to help them to get used to what the actual test will be like, and then we typically go into the test.
The actual testing portion of the polygraph is the shortest part of the entire process. Have you provided classified information to an unauthorized person?
No.
The test lasts 5 to 6 minutes in duration. You'll just be answering straight yes or no. We run anywhere from 3 to 6 charts. We repeat questions just to make sure that I'm not basing everything on one question and one response. Have you had secret contact with a foreign national or representative?
No.
If we see anything that is of concern on the test, then, or we identify as a possible problem, we will discuss that with the person and give them an opportunity to resolve that issue.
Okay, so did I pass?
Well, right now it has to go through quality control.
We do not give the final result while the person is there in the office. The reason being that all of the information has to go through a quality control process before the final determination is made.
Take a look at these charts. Oh, sure.
Well, Polygraph is designed so that there's not just one person that's making a final call on the information that's gathered during the test. It goes through a quality control process with very seasoned examiners. They haven't met you, they don't know who you are in the room, they haven't sat with you for however long it takes to go through the exam, and they're able to look and see with an unbiased eye whether or not there's anything there that's of concern. And so by offering an answer to you about the results of your test right at the end, it would really be kind of shortchanging you. It's not the end if you don't get through your first exam.
All right, Sue. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Heather.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
9 times out of 10, really, if you don't get through your first exam, you're going to come back for another exam. And that's because we understand what it is to go through a polygraph and how nerve-wracking that can be and how hard it is to kind of really absorb everything. And so we want to give you every opportunity to be able to come in and successfully complete it.
The whole process was much easier than I expected.
It was actually very calm, quiet, comfortable, and actually not a bad experience at all.
Overall, I thought the experience was not alarming. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
They were actually very good at helping me relax, telling me the questions, and helping me get through the polygraph.
Don't always listen to the stories that people tell about polygraph.
Relax, speak your mind, tell the truth. It's going to be fine. There's nothing to worry about.
For more details about the polygraph, ask your representative for a copy of this pamphlet. It contains detailed information about pre-test preparation, health considerations, and answers to frequently asked questions.